Hi everyone, this is the second video of our MCP for QA series, and today we are going to focus on see how MCP can read this Confluence page, create a user story on basis of this. We'll review that user story. If all okay, then we'll create a test analysis subtask using the MCP, and that test analysis will contain all the high level cases that we need to cover for that particular user story. Once our review is done, we'll ask MCP to create test cases in form of Gherkin and link it to the story as a tested by link. Okay, so yeah, let's dive in. So I'll open the cursor ID. So the like after the system restart, if you're opening the MCP, if you are opening the cursor ID again, wait for MCPs to get loaded. Here you can see under tools and MCP, we don't have the Atlassian MCP yet. So now the entry is there, but it is trying to access the tools. Now the load tools have been loaded as well. So what now we can quickly check a very small check to see, can you access Confluence? Okay, so it can access the Confluence. Read the Confluence page, create a user story in Jira backlog. So now we can see the story has been created, and I'll go to the backlog. Okay, so here we can see the story has been created. And as we know, the story was about the searching the products, and let's see what all content we have. As a user, I want to search the products by name and category so that I can quickly find products without scrolling through long list. Okay, and here we have the overview, here we have the user story, here we have the acceptance criteria, here we have the scope, and here we have the conference page link. So things are captured here. Now this story can be moved to, now reporter is Atul Sharma because it has used my token, right? And that's why it has my name. Now I'll move this to the sprint. Of course, as a BA, someone can review it, make the changes, whatever are needed, and once the things are finalized, developers will pick it. In the meantime, once everything is finalized on the story, QAs can start creating the test analysis. For this, create a test analysis of task mentioning all the possible cases a tester need to cover to make sure story is working fine and severity in front of each test. Let's see. So it is creating a test analysis. Just select run, creating a test analysis of task with test cases. Again, select run. Okay, so all of these test scenarios have been mentioned in the test analysis. Let's go to the story and see it from there. So I open this story here. Yeah, we have a subtask here now. Okay, and so here we have the high severity test cases. Verify search bar is displayed. Verify search bar is visible and accessible on the page load. Verify search bar placeholder text is clear and descriptive. Verify search bar styling matches design wireframes. Verify search bar is responsive across different screen sizes, mobile, tablet, desktop. verify search icon button is present and clickable. And these are the medium severity cases, and this is for UI UX, right? And then it created for the product functionality as well. Like here, verify user can search product by exact product name, by partial product name, verify such is case insensitive, sorry, and verify such results update dynamically as user types, verify such returns correct product matching the name criteria. And here we have high severity, medium severity, and this one is the product name. Then we have the same kind of cases for the product category as well, then the name and category combined, and no result found, dynamic filtering. So all the cases have been covered here. So you can review this, and on basis of this you can create your tests. So what I will ask it now, for example, I'll go to this. So our test analysis say it is completed, and then what we'll say, create test cases linked to story DT2 on basis of test analysis created in form in Gherkin form. Okay. Try to cover end-to-end cases. Cases should not be should not be in very large number, as I could see the cases in the test analysis were like kind of a lot of test cases were there. Okay, and we'll try to create some end-to-end test cases in form of Gherkin, and we'll try to cover the high severity and uh, the critical cases. Okay, covering high and critical cases, and we'll add a label TD auto. That means something like, let's mention to do automation. Okay, that means we need to automate that test case yet. Okay, and once the test case is automated, you can put any label like done or something, done automation or something like that. Okay, so let's see what it does. Let's select this. Yeah. Okay, so this was the option like run this time. So in this particular uh, question that you have prompted, it will create everything without prompting you again. And once done, it will let you know. And allow. Okay. Now it is adding the label on all the test cases which it is going to create. Okay, so it created all of the test cases. Now let's go to the, we need to go to story, do a refresh here, and then tests are also linked here. I'll ask it to link all the created test in a different, yeah, so this is a test case, but it has created it as a subtask. So let me, that was a, I think my prompt, it needs to be more descriptive so that it can distinguish. So what I'll say now, you created these as subtask, but all of these cases needs to be converted to test case work type, right? And link with story should be tested tested by. Okay, let's see what it does now. So type didn't change, subtask cannot be converted directly, creating new test cases issues and linking them to DT2 by checking the okay, it is going to create new. Let's see if we can ask it to delete the old ones then. From DT4 to DT16. Let's see what it does first and then we'll ask it to delete it. Okay, it is automatically deleting the old subtasks. So I haven't prompted it to delete them, but yeah, it detected that I created something by mistake and then I'll delete it. So it started from DT4, I think, yeah. So now we can see that run it for all. And yeah, I think guys, you got it. Like why we need to be careful with the prompts that we are putting up. We need to give the whole context. Whatever is in our mind, that is only in our mind. So we need to let the LLM know what all things we want to achieve in kind of detail. Like I forgot to mention the Jira type, I forgot to mention the link type, so that needs to be covered. So let's see what we have now. Okay, so this is what we wanted, right? We wanted a subtask here, we wanted the test cases here, and we also saw why the prompting, putting the correct prompt is important. Now, on basis of the test analysis, the test cases has been designed. We can review these test cases, and here the test cases are in the Gherkin format. Given I am on a product list page, the product list displays multiple products including this. I enter this in the search bar, the search result update dynamically. I see only product matching this in the result. The product is displayed in the search result. Okay. And let's see if the label is visible. Here you can see the label is to do automation. Okay, and if you select this label here, you have all the test cases which needs to be automated. You can review them and start automating. I'll see what all things we have missed further and we'll prompt that. Next time make sure you prompt them in the same go. Here we can see the priority is missing, right? Priority is medium for all the test cases. Do we have severity here? Let me see. Create field. I need to create it, I think, or I can check from manage field. Priority is there, severity is not there. Okay, so for now what I can do, I can consider priority as a severity in this case, but normally you will have a different field for the severity, because severity is like how impactful that test case is for the your functionality. And priority in context of defect means like how quickly you want it to be fixed. Okay, so that's the different thing. Like priority and severity, like those don't go hand on hand, but right now let's use them in the same context. So I'll say s- uh, yeah, correct the priority of the test cases as per the functionality, as currently all are set to medium. Summary of the priority updates is mentioned here. Okay, and medium priority edge cases are here. Logic use this. Let's see now. Let's go to this and do a refresh. And here we can see the priority has been updated, right? So that's how you can use this MCP. You can review the test cases, and in the next upcoming videos, we'll see how we can use the created test cases for the automation purpose. Okay, then thank you guys. See you in the next video.